The Jurassic Games is a movie about 10 death row inmates who are forced to be in a virtual reality game that puts them against each other and dinos. So pretty much Battle Royale, but with dinosaurs. We get introduced to our main character, Anthony Tucker, who is charged with first-degree murder of his wife and is being put into the games. Anchor wants to see the hot host, but doesn't even know his name and fumbles over her words. Just a really awkward line read from this actress.
I want to see the hot host and what he's gonna be wearing and saying. That's what I want to watch.
So all 10 inmates have neck collars that explode just like Battle Royale. They set off to reach each safe zone to survive. They have an hour for each zone. Die in the game, they die in real life. Also, they are all allowed to kill each other if they want to. You know, for a B-rated movie, this actually has some pretty good-looking T-Rexes. We got a cannibal that likes going all Mike Tyson on people. They have 4 stages they must all go through to win the Jurassic game. Nothing super interesting, though.
The contestants must survive being hunted by hungry dinosaurs long enough to find the temporary safe zone. Stage 2, the maze. A deadly labyrinth filled with some of our fan favorites. That's right, the Raptors are back this year. Stage 3, the minefield. Tread lightly, and you might walk out of this game with all your limbs. And our final stage this year? You don't actually think I'm gonna give that away, do you?
Apparently he doesn't like people.
You're next, bitch!
Pocket sand.
Pocket sand.
So we learn that Tucker is innocent and they don't want them to find proof because it would hurt their show.
What if they found proof? You think they'd let him go?
If they find proof, we'll never hear about it.
So Joy is a bitch who tries to kill Tucker.
I'll see you in the next round.
Ren saves Tucker because he's actually smart and knows he will need help to get through this game since there's, you know, dinosaurs that they have to deal with. Dr. Lady's saying she can replace Laura if she doesn't like what is going on.
There are a number of people behind you that would love your job. Younger, smarter,
Wait, let me guess. She says prettier.
prettier.
Mexican cartel, the Wasp, can speak some pretty good English.
Hey, man, the Vespa! The Wasp!
Redneck tantrum.
Okay, fine!
Cannibal dude is just creepy.
How you taste.
So they just get to the safe zone to activate stage 2. The odd thing, though, is that they said in the beginning that their necklaces would blink when they get closer and help them find their way. Yet no one blinked the whole entire time until they found the safe zone. And then everyone's just blink green. Either they wasted all their budget on CGI and couldn't do a light flash effects, or they just forgot. Action figures, awesome! So they throw a new challenge for completing stage 2 to jumble everything. Whoever can escape their chains gets a gun. So after they get done with the maze on the wall, they have to go through an actual maze. No cheating in this one. Oh wait, so the cannibal cheats and just draws a line to complete the part of the maze. Somehow that unlocks him and he gets the gun. Tucker unlocks himself and gets the gun from him. I really think it should have locked him out from escaping for cheating. So somehow Tucker loses Ren in the maze, even though he was right behind him, and then Ren makes his way back to the start to fight some raptors. Cause you know, martial arts beats prehistoric man-eating dinosaurs. Oh wait, he gets eaten. Later, they all can't find the exit until they find a vent. They finally get out, and since Stephanie was the first one out, she gets the map for some good loot. Of course, everyone wants it, so she gets attacked by a crazy brother. Dr. Savannah Black goes on the news to talk about the show and how people don't like it, and how the Cavemen, a hacking group, is wanting to take them down at the end of the show. She says,
Well, groups like that have tried before, but our security is tight, and I am confident that the games will go on as they always do.
the Wasp has a Jumanji plant attack him.
Don't give a damn, give me the map! Kiss my ass!
He also is really inconsistent when he wants to use his accent or not.
This isn't it for me. I was never gonna help you anyway.
So now that everyone is just following each other, they all go to the loot in a group. Once they get there, the host pops up telling them that there's a knife and more ammo, but there's also a lot of mines on their way to the loot. The younger brother just kind of gives up after some information he learns and kills himself for no real reason. Also, I know this is VR, but come on, where's the blood when his head explodes? The bigger brother gets killed by a pterodactyl because it picks him up and drops him on a mine. So we end up with 4. Tucker, Joy, Stephanie, and the cannibal. Tucker goes up to Joy, who is looking over the land, and tells her what happened to his wife. Joy then tells him,
I'm gonna take you to the final 2. And I'm gonna kill you.
Cannibal bites Stephanie on the neck. Fight breaks out and Cannibal gets the gun, somehow, and starts firing it. Tucker and Cannibal have a little cat and mouse chase scene in the woods. Tucker gets the drop on Cannibal, and they have a little fight scene on top of the rock. Gun goes off the edge, and Cannibal awkwardly goes after it. Cannibal then just randomly gets eaten by some bugs. We get a really cheesy fake talk with the host and a quote-unquote witness.
And now you feel like you finally have some closure.
Yes. Yes, I do.
It's okay.
Everyone is now separate and trying to survive since they're all bleeding out except for Joy. Joy runs into a saber-toothed tiger that she traps in a hole. Tucker has a supposed heartfelt scene where he is shouting to his kids that he's coming home, but it just comes off funny.
Do you hear that? I'm coming home!
Joy ambushes Stephanie and kicks her off the cliff, leaving only Joy and Tucker left alive till the last challenge starts. We learn an encrypted message has been sent from the inside of the office.
We've got a problem. We just received an encrypted message.
From the cavemen.
From here, inside the premises.
Dr. Black goes to check up on Laura, who is working on the inside and plans to kill the host on live TV. They talk a little bit and she kills Dr. Black.
The show will continue. It's bigger than me, than you, than anyone. You'll never...
Tucker and Joy are in a desert in stage 4, chained up on opposite sides of the ground. So each of them needs to find a buried key to unlock themselves and make it out of the circle to win. Kind of boring last stage, but I guess they kind of ran out of ideas. We then learn in a crazy rant from Joy that she put her name in the hat for the games to meet Tucker because she's actually the one who killed his wife.
I killed your bitch of a wife, and I would do it again, and again, and again, if I could.
Host gets bored and sends T-Rex after them.
Let's have some fun, shall we?
Oh wait, never mind. 3 T-Rexes. But it backfires when they start acting like they would in nature and fights each other. While they fight, Tucker gets knocked down by a T-Rex, and oh look, he lands on the key and gets stuck in his arm? Tucker gets free and him and Joy both make a run for it till they exit at the same time while a T-Rex is behind them, chasing them. They dive and... Tucker makes it at the end. He survives in a very anticlimactic scene. Laura then holds the host up with a gun, telling him it's over for the Jurassic Games. They then force the host into the game. Brian, the computer guy, goes to call off the T-Rex, but nope, Laura kills him.
You're not gonna shoot me.
We cut back to the host getting eaten by a T-Rex.
Come on, baby, make it good! Let's fucking go!
Tucker is saved and then marks the end for the Jurassic Games. A quote-unquote SWAT team rushes in and kills Laura and her men. Everyone, including the SWAT-looking team, die, and Tucker gets shot in the crossfire.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
We go ahead in time and we see Tucker back with his family, and apparently the Jurassic Games are back on even though everyone was killed. We see that they made them robo-dinos, and that's it. I don't know if these people ended it like this because they really wanted to make a second one, but I don't know why. I was impressed by some of the CGI for a B-rated film. In some places it looked decent, in other places pretty bad. The characters were boring other than Joy. She at least had some spunk to her. Tucker was dry and boring. Plus he didn't really talk much and just seemed to be rolling with the punches. Laura was the second character with a little life behind her. The rest were just kind of empty shells. The concept was interesting, but I don't think they pulled it off well at all. They had the option to make this pretty violent, it being rated R and everything. The action was pretty lackluster. The one time they could have used the guy with martial arts for a fight, they only used him to fight CGI raptors. Like, really? You give us a bunch of lame fights, but you let the guy who actually can fight have a scene with non-humans? Everyone in this felt like a character. Even the kids didn't really seem to care about their dad in there. So dead. Everyone just felt lifeless. Those masks look pretty cool though. But this movie just didn't really deliver. This movie is definitely going in the trash bin. That's why the Jurassic Games gets a 3 out of 10. If you guys like this Trash or Treasure review, hit the thumbs up. And if you guys want to see more, hit that subscribe button. And thanks for watching.